So welcome everyone, those who are joining us live, and those who are listening to the recording. It's lovely to have you. And I was just saying how lovely it was because I was in Joburg last week and met Hilda, who's been coming to our Mindful Moments for years, and I've never met her in person. So it was a really, yeah, it was really lovely to meet her and to have a coffee and to catch up. And Hilda, I'm still going to hold you to your numerology and astrology um, assessment. So, or I don't know what you call it, but and then yeah, welcome Angela. Angela, it's so lovely to have you here in person. And then yeah, some of our familiar faces. So lovely to have you. So last week we had our full moon in Taurus. And the image that Michelle McLuhan speaks about, many of you know, I love her work. She talks about this energy being a little bit like a tree with a big outward manifestation. We see the tree, we see the trunk, the branches, the leaves. The tree shows us how beautiful and strong and um, powerful it is. And Taurus is like this. It wants physical manifestation. It wants to feel secure and stable and grounded. Um, I think of my dad, and he's Taurus and very much wants that security and stability and groundedness. And the tree is what you see. So this tree is our physical manifestation of this, which might be our home, might be our physical body, it might be our bank balance. It's all the stuff that we show outwardly that makes us feel secure and stable and grounded. But the tree is very much also about the roots, and the roots is the underground, the bits we don't often see, the bits that can feel messy and that maybe we don't want to show people. But actually, roots are really beautiful when you actually have a look at the roots of a plant or a tree, how powerful they are. And now there've been more and more documentaries released around how the roots of the trees are the trees' communication with each other. Um, and this time that we are entering into is all about kind of reviewing our rootedness. So there are many cycles astrologically ending, and many of you know far more about this than I do. And so there are many cycles around ending and they're starting anew, which will start kind of February next year, a lot of that. But this is kind of the preparation for it. And it's an important time for going inward and reflecting on what isn't working or what might have neglected, especially in this last 13-year cycle. Um, there's a, and I forget which planets it is with the 13-year cycle, but um, again, it's a little bit like a tree will, a dead branch will break off, or we might do our own pruning of trees. And it's really a time, so it doesn't have to be a time of great action. It's a time of presence in our lives and really noticing what's there and what we want and what we wanted to create out in the world, because we can't share a vibration that we haven't created for ourselves in our own lives. Um, and so it's all around, yeah, reflecting on our lives as we find them now, and finding the glimmers of joy, and the glimmers of light and what we want to create more of. And I was away this weekend and we went down to this beautiful 50th birthday in Cape Town. It was the most spectacular weather. I mentioned to Angie, who was the birthday girl and hostess, that she must be a master manifester because her sort of slogan is "Happy days are here again," and she sort of repeats not just this weekend, but that's their sort of family slow like motto and or affirmation. And she talks about happy days bathed in a golden glow. And the Saturday evening, we were right sort of on Clifton Second Beach, and it was just this happy, happy day, bathed in this golden glow. And really was a profound reminder to me of what we create energetically for ourselves and what we affirm to ourselves every day. And sometimes it's hard. It's very easy to appreciate a happy day and a golden glow when it is a beautiful experience, but often our day-to-day lives don't look like that, and we're dealing with difficult things and struggles of all shapes and sizes. And this book of Daily Glimmers, which I've mentioned to you before, is actually, I'm so enjoying it. I thought it would be a little bit frivolous. I bought it sort of not really thinking. I just thought it looked pretty, and but I'm enjoying diving into it. And she talks about a low bar for delight. She says, I'm actively working to lower my standards for joy. Like, what is the smallest possible thing that could lift my spirits for a moment? The spice of sandwich, the sound of birds singing outside, a funny meme my friend just sent me. Any of these things will do. It really doesn't need to be a big thing. I'm aiming for a low bar for delight, as the writer Shauna Nyquist recommends. One of my goals is to be a person who is easily delighted, who can find great cause for celebration in a fig or a familiar face. If you need fireworks and perfection in order to crack a smile, you're going to be disappointed over and over when life fails to be spectacular on command. Every small thing counts. Tiny glimmers are the glue that hold life together. I don't think a happy life is composed of non-stop rainbows and cupcakes, one after another, in a giddy Technicolor explosion. I think it's more like a string of beads with enough shiny glimmers to add color and light to every day. So that was a lovely reminder. And I posted the picture on our Mindful Moments group. And then another reminder, I just seem to be being bombarded with reminders, is that when we had the US orders for oils recently, I actually ordered Spikenard because Mary had anointed Jesus in Spikenard, and I just felt it's something very special. We can't get it here in South Africa. But I've had it next to my bed, and occasionally I put it in my hands and breathe it in as I'm doing my like Bible reading or my quiet time. But I hadn't actually looked up the emotional meaning for it. And Don bought me the beautiful updated version of the Essential Emotions book from the US. And it talks about Spikenard, and its meaning is gratitude. Spikenard encourages true appreciation for life. It addresses patterns of ingratitude where individuals see themselves as targets of bad luck or victims of their life circumstances. This perception can often lead us to feelings of blame and anger. Spikenard encourages the soul to surrender and accept life exactly as it is. It invites individuals to let go and find appreciation for all of life's experiences. Anyway, and it goes on. So just another confirmation. And then completely independently of those two, because I actually only found those two after the poem that I've chosen for today, which also reinforces this theme that is weaving its golden thread through certainly my awareness and my life. So I invite you just to find yourself in a comfortable position, maybe move around a little bit so that you can sit in a position that is upright and alert and aware, and just to allow these words to fall and to penetrate your skin, your heart, your bones. It's entitled There Is No There by Julia Fehrenbacher. This is her ebook. I just had it printed. I mean, years ago, I had it printed. This one's the one, She Will Not Be Quiet. So you can download it off her website and just print it. And this poem is entitled There Is No There. Have you looked around today? I don't mean in a hurried way or in a trying way. I mean really looked, inhaled, leaned in, got close enough to smell, to taste, to see, to listen, maybe even to touch. You run so fast, so worried, so harried. Should, must, faster, never enough. Gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get there. Do you see the tiny crocus all bathed in white? Daffodil just about to bloom. Sky resting silently above your troubled head. Could you stop and breathe? Let sunshine in. Could you consider that there is no there? There is no there. Only here, only here, only here. Could you bow to the nearest tree? She has infinite secrets to share. Need you look further than her holy branches, her humble roots? Everything is calling to you. To you. Yes, you. Everything is oozing God, which is really just a word for everything, and is far too small a word to hold everything, which excludes nothing, no one. Are you listening? It all speaks. It all speaks right now. It whispers answers to your every question. I'll ask you again. Are you listening? And so allowing these words to settle, noticing our feet on the floor, the points of contact with the earth beneath us. Noticing the connection between your feet and the earth. Feeling into a rootedness and anchoring into the earth. And a receiving from the earth. The invisible support that we don't see and we often don't recognize. That allows for movement and sway and softness. Moving up gently from our feet to our calves, back of our calves, back of our knees, thighs, hips, pelvis. Just taking these in, sensing into the rootedness and groundedness. Noticing into our pelvis that holds all our organs, all our abdominal organs, which is the anchor for our spine, the strength and stability of our spine, softness of our abdomen. Just feeling into these spaces, perhaps noticing if there's any holding or tension, and just encouraging a softening of the breath, breathing into that space, allowing for a softness. Coming up into thoracic spine, rib cage, sensing into the strength and stability that lies here, like the branches of a tree. And then dropping beneath to sense into the softness that lies in our lungs and in our heart space, protected by our ribs, like the branches of a tree may protect the nests of birds and tiny eggs. Coming up into shoulders, sliding down our arms, elbows, forearms, into hands, feeling into fingers and the spaces between the fingers. Noticing into how you hold your hands, perhaps in a slightly open, softened, receiving pose. Allowing this just to be a moment of receiving. Coming up into neck, jaw, cheeks, nose, ears, eyes, forehead. Taking in our face and head as we sit here. Head pointed towards the heavens, just as the branches of a tree do. Again, noticing if there's a tension or a tightness or a holding, a feeling of wanting to control. And just inviting a softening into this area, just allowing to be just as it is. Then taking a deep breath and noticing as it moves from nostrils to the back of the throat, down into the chest. And settling ourselves in this heart space, lung space. Just noticing each breath as it moves in and out. And as we breathe in slowly, deep breath in, deep breath out, just calling to mind or to heart something that we are grateful for, something from yesterday. Setting our bar very low for joy. Glimpsing the sun through the clouds, walking barefoot on the grass, having a moment to enjoy a cup of tea or coffee, a hug from a loved one, or even just being here in this moment, surrounded by like-minded, like-hearted people. Feeling into the sensation of gratitude, the sensation of connection, the sensation of joy. Does it have a weight or a color? Does it have a glow? Just breathing in and out of this sensation, almost like blowing into the embers of a fire, which allow them to light up and take on a new energy. Breathing in, breathing out, fanning the embers. Have you looked around today? I don't mean in a hurried way or in a trying way. I mean really looked, inhaled, leaned in, got close enough to smell, to taste, to see, to listen, maybe even to touch. You run so fast, so worried, so harried. Should, must, faster, never enough. Gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get there. Do you see the tiny crocus all bathed in white? Daffodil just about to bloom. Sky resting silently above your troubled head. Could you stop and breathe? Let sunshine in? Could you consider that there is no there? There is no there. Only here, only here, only here. Could you bow to the nearest tree? She has infinite secrets to share. Need you look further than her holy branches, her humble roots? Everything is calling to you, to you. Yes, you. Everything is oozing God, which is really just a word for everything, and is far too small a word to hold everything, which excludes nothing, no one. Are you listening? It all speaks. It all speaks right now. Whispers answers to your every question. I ask you again, are you listening? In this moment, we plant an invitation to ourselves to listen to our heart, to listen to our body. When our bodies tell us we are hungry, thirsty, need to move, that we listen to our gut, our intuition, which knows what's right for us, knows exactly what we need. And in these coming weeks and months, to listen to what we want to prune, what's holding stagnant energy in our lives. Maybe to spring clean a drawer, and even just a small act to see what it shifts. But our bodies hold the key to guiding us to what we want to let go of and what we want to foster. It all speaks. It all speaks right now. Whispers answers to your every question. I'll ask you again. Are you listening? When you're ready, taking a deep breath in and sighing out, moving into fingers and toes, perhaps stretching into your body, expanding into yourself. When you're ready, opening your eyes, taking in light and color and shapes from the world around you. Thank you for joining. I wish you a blessed day. Please feel free to unmute if you'd like to share anything or to put anything in the chat. And if you found this of value, then please feel free to share it. I'll post the recording to our group later and the poem. And I encourage others on the group to listen, but also share it with others who might be needing the encouragement and support that I feel we all need. I certainly do, which is why I love doing these mindful moments. And I thank you for joining me so that I can share it with you. Thanks, Hilda.
Thanks, thanks, Nikki. That was lovely. I don't know if you can hear all the different bird songs.
No,
I
we
suppose you
can't.
can.
Is it
It's
lovely?
just, it's just lovely. Yeah, there's an oriole. There's masses of different stuff. I'm just going to show you my view as I'm sitting here. Oh, no, but it's going into the sun, so I don't think you'll see it. Can you see anything?
I can see it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, just a beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
As I mentioned at the beginning, my parents are on a lovely trip around the Eastern Cape, some of the beautiful gardens there. Real soul food.
yeah. This is Cavers.
Lovely.
Of Bedford.
Bedford. Lovely. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mum. Thank you, Hilda. Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks for those. We'll see you next week. Wishing you all a blessed day. Namaste. Thanks, Gail. Bye.
Thanks, Nikki. Bye.